A question on Assistant Secretary Daniel Russell's comment recently on North Korea and China. He said the most direct way for China to affect the U.S. military deployments and those strategic alliance plans is by applying China's leverage on North Korea. Is this some new thing the U.S. is offering China?
No, this isn't a new thing at all. I mean, I think you heard, have certainly heard us say, have heard the Secretary and Assistant Secretary Russell say that China is on the same page with us in terms of needing the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and that because China has a relationship with North Korea, unlike other countries, that it does have a special role to play in terms of pushing the North Koreans to do things we'd like them to do. So this is in no way a new position.
But it sounds like he's indicating that the U.S. is willing to make concession if China is willing to put more pressure on North Korea.
I don't think he was indicating anything like that, anything new. I think he was responding to a question on this.
So can you confirm that if China is going to put more pressure on North Korea, the U.S. is going to decrease your military posture on Korean Peninsula?
Well, no, I can't, because as I've said, we've repeatedly worked with China on this issue because they do have a special role to play, and I don't think that he was indicating anything new. In terms of our military posture, I'm happy to check with our Defense Department colleagues, but it's my understanding that the Assistant Secretary was not in any way indicating something like that. But I'm happy to check.
Basically, you're denying that the U.S. is going to make a concession.
I'm saying I can't confirm that. I can't confirm that. I'm happy to check with our DoD colleagues. But again, this isn't about the U.S. making concessions. This is about us working with our international partners to see if we can get North Korea to take some steps to come back in line with their obligations. China has a special and unique role to play in that. That's my understanding. That's all he was saying. Again, I'm happy to check and see if there was more that people should be reading into it.